When was the last time you completely cried your eyes out? 3 months ago, at a Walmart parking lot at 11 at night, sitting in my car eating a rotisserie chicken with my bare hands. I just finished a 14-hour shift at the hospital where I work as a nurse. My feet were killing me, I smelled like antiseptic and sweat, and I was so tired I could barely see straight. I hadn't eaten anything since 6 that morning except some stale crackers I found in the break room. The Walmart was the only thing still open, and I just needed food. Any food. I grabbed the first hot chicken I saw, paid for it, and went straight to my car. I didn't even get plates or napkins, just sat there in the dark parking lot tearing into this chicken like some kind of wild animal. That's when my phone rang. It was my little sister Jen. She's 19 and in her second year of college. I almost didn't answer because I looked and felt like a disaster, but something told me to pick up. The second I heard her voice, I knew something was really wrong. She was trying not to cry, but I could hear it. She told me she'd failed 2 of her midterms and was probably going to lose her scholarship. Without that money, she couldn't afford to stay in school. Our parents died in a car crash when I was 23 and she was 15, so I've been taking care of her ever since. Working double shifts, sending her money for textbooks and rent, making sure she had everything she needed to focus on school. That scholarship was supposed to make things easier for both of us. Jen kept apologizing, saying she let me down, saying she knew how hard I worked to help her. I tried to tell her it was okay, that we'd figure something out, but my voice cracked. Then she said something that absolutely destroyed me. She said, "I know you gave up your wedding fund to pay for my dorm room freshman year. I know you've been eating ramen and skipping meals to send me grocery money. I know you work every holiday so I don't have to worry about coming home for Christmas. I see all of it and I don't know how to ever pay you back." I just sat there in that Walmart parking lot with grease all over my hands and face, and I completely lost it. Just started sobbing so hard I couldn't breathe. All those years of holding it together, of pretending I was fine, of acting like sacrificing everything for her wasn't slowly breaking me, it all came out at once. I wasn't crying because she failed her tests. I was crying because I was so tired. Tired of working 60-hour weeks. Tired of never having money for myself. Tired of watching my friends get married and buy houses while I was still living in a tiny apartment with furniture from Goodwill. Tired of being 26 years old and feeling like I was 50. But mostly I was crying because even with all that tiredness and frustration, I'd do it all over again for her. She's my baby sister. She's all I have left. Jen heard me crying and started crying too. She begged me to stop, said she was going to drop out and get a job to help me. That made me cry even harder because I knew if she did that, she'd end up just like me, stuck in a cycle of working just to survive. I finally pulled myself together enough to talk. Told her she wasn't dropping out. Told her we'd figure out the scholarship thing together. Maybe she could retake the classes. Maybe we could appeal to the financial aid office. Maybe I could pick up 1 more shift a week. We talked for almost an hour in that parking lot. By the time we hung up, the chicken was cold and my face was all puffy and red from crying. But something felt different. Lighter maybe. Like crying in that parking lot while eating grocery store chicken was exactly what I needed. I drove home, took the longest shower of my life, and went to bed. The next morning, I called Jen's school and talked to her advisor. Turns out they had emergency grants for students in situations exactly like hers. Within 2 weeks, Jen had enough funding to finish the semester and keep her scholarship if she brought her grades up. She did. Got a tutor, went to every office hour, studied like crazy. Ended up finishing the year with a 3.5 GPA. Sometimes you just need a good cry in a Walmart parking lot to reset everything.